Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today in this video, what I got going on for you guys is I'm going to be discussing the JARRITOS SB, which is coming very, very soon in May. It is right now the start of April 1st, so this one's coming, not too far down the line, and the overall drop date for May is, still rumored. So we could see these maybe, sometime in April. It's possible, and we have seen a lot of pairs. I've seen a lot of people talking about they're going to have pairs, pretty soon. So a lot of stuff's telling me it drops sooner rather than later, but there's a couple of the SBs that have leaked that would make more sense to drop in April. For example, the born and raised SBs, the April skateboards SB. Like there's examples of stuff that should drop in April skateboards. Like, I swear, if Nike doesn't drop that collab in April, I don't know. But let's just get into it. You want to check my Instagrams or my group down below. Feel free to check that out. Again, it would mean a lot to me if you guys would do that. See what we offer down below. Last day to go enter for this, but if you're a member, you can enter for a free giveaway for a pair of Flash Streetwear SBs, and you can see some of our recent success. Just feel free to go check our website or our Twitter right here. Again, you can join our waiting room before you get into the group, talk with us, just see how it is, see what we offer, and you guys can see some reviews. Recently in the group, we've been running like some $100 pandas, stuff like that, so members can profit. So feel free to join our wait list, check us below, success on the screen if y'all want to see it. So hope to see you guys there. Start cooking with us, up your resale game, and let's get started. And also, sorry if you hear some background noise. My friend's dog's going crazy, so I'm gonna make sure I go take him for a walk or something, just help him out, But aside from that, y'all can see there really isn't any pricing, for these right now, just because, again, there really isn't many early pairs that have been sold. There has been a few, here and there in StockX, and you guys can see the prices are much lower for those sales. Occasionally, someone will come in, toss a pair for like $430, $500, $300. You can see all of these all these sales are all over the place, and I can tell you, majority of these sales right now are skate shops. They're skate shops that have just gotten in their stock, someone with a connection like that, and they're just selling their pairs off to StockX. And one thing I want to mention about a lot of early pairs, and this happened recently with the DTLR that tried to backdoor the reimagined 3s. Apps will deny them because they don't know how to check them because they're early pairs, and they're like, okay, these could be fakes. We don't know how to check them, so they'll deny them even though they're real, and they'll send them back, to wherever they got sent from. So that's one thing I want to mention. That happens a lot with early pairs, and I think that's happened with some of these as well. So again, if you have early pairs, you probably won't have the problem, but potential issue. Just want to mention that to you guys. So aside from that, the basics right there about this SB and I guess some of the early pair sales, where we'd probably see the market settle on these realistically would probably be at a range of around 225 to 300. I think that's where I could see these, and I am setting it a little bit higher than a usual SB, and the reason for that is because of the recent performance of the Flash Streetwear SBs, which has shocked me. I thought those were going to tank down a little bit lower, like a lot of SBs have done, but not necessarily. I guess EU, they have a drop coming this week, so you got to wait for more pairs of them to release, and then they tank down a bit more. But I just thought that was really interesting. It was just that those kind of performed really well off the bat, and I thought they were going to tank down a little bit more, but maybe they will. Coming up on this EU drop, they will maybe drop a little bit more in price, and then it will be a good point to hold them. I know these are going to be an amazing hold. I don't think there's any doubt about that, though. I mean, everybody has been wanting to hold the JARRITOS SB, ever since they've seen early pairs. They've wanted, one just to wear, because don't forget you have the cutaway layer underneath on this sneaker. So I mean, it's very well done overall. I see why people want this one, and I mean, I'm one of those people too. I'm still, trying to get more familiar with the JARRITOS drink, since I don't know enough about that, to be honest. All I know is that it's like a good sugary drink, and I'm into sugary drinks, so hey, I gotta try that sometime soon. I probably had it and probably just don't remember, but hey. Aside from that, again, let me show you what I mean by the recent performance of some SBs. So you guys can see the Flash Streetwears are holding at a pretty good price range right now if you guys check it out. Most sizes are sitting, especially the big sizes, pretty. I mean, look at that. These are doing pretty well right now, and this is a lot different than how I originally had predicted. I thought these were going to go lower, but turns out stock was lower in the US. EU got like 50 pairs in the first drop. I think they're running it back since like so many EU people were like, hey, we got literally 50 pairs of these on sneakers. How is this fair to anybody? And the answer is it's not. Like, dropping 50 pairs for a whole region is crazy. So I'm glad at least Nike's running it back for them. It will drop prices a little bit more, but I'm not necessarily concerned about that, because even if these were to go low, I would just buy them up, kind of like how I did with the Wasosads, and then boom, I'd be good, because the Wasosads ended up being a really good hold. Just that icy sole. Anytime I see that on a clean SB and it matches on like the whole sneaker, I mean, you just have to look out for that. And that's how, I've been looking at these. Again, just it has a lot of unique details compared to a normal Dunk Low. It isn't a normal Dunk Low. That's another thing about it. So, kind of why I've been looking at it. I'm looking at these April skateboards, born and raised. I mean, I've been looking at JARRITOS, all those for long term. Literally just buying like 5 pairs, 10 pairs of each one, and just putting them away for a couple years, forgetting about them, and then remembering them. I mean, that would be some pretty good money to come up on, you know? That's what I've been thinking about recently with a lot of these SBs that they've been dropping in 2022, because they've been more memorable models. Better than regular SBs, let's be real. I mean, because most of the time, you know, with SBs, that in the past, they just would do simple, like, black and white colorways, kind of like how they did with the white gums and gray gums and black gums. Those all ended up doing pretty good, you know, which doesn't surprise me. Again, people are into the basic, simple colorway stuff right now. Look at Pandas. Over 250,000 sales on StockX. I think over 300,000 at this point, which is just insane to think about on an app, like that many sales. So when I'm thinking about SB this year, I think it's going to be a big year for them. I mean, you have the Nike SB Jordan 4 2, so there's just a lot of really iconic sneakers, or at least in the future, they will be considered iconic, is what I'm saying. So that's why I'm looking out for these ones and, you know, just holding on to them, is because these are going to be money in the future, man. There's no doubt about it. And, you know, I'm just at least trying to, you know, set up my money right. And that's how I feel, you know, would be the best play. It's just, you know, having some variety of each pair, having a few of each pairs, variety of sizes, and just long term, honestly, just long game is going to be the best game on these. You know, of course, short term gains are great, but the patient people tend to win in the sneaker game. And that's, you know, how I'm going to view it, you know, with this hold at least. So that's how I'm looking at it. Not with just this pair, but, you know, with this pair coming up, it's going to be a long-term play for me. Even if the prices, you know, are already set high, I just won't pay resale on any pairs. I'm going to make sure, you know, I just, you know, if I do pay resale, you know, because again, I'm going to try and avoid that. I think I'll be able to run up retail pretty well, excuse me, on this pair. But, you know, if I end up having to pay resale, I'm just going to make sure I set that as low as possible, and then just, again, focus on it long-term. That'll be the best bet. And bulk, because holding one pair of each one won't necessarily be worth it, but holding like 5 pairs of each one, 10 pairs of each one, yeah, then it becomes more worth it, because, you know, if it goes up more, then you make more off the hold. But if you only have one, it's like, just sell it, reinvest it into the next drops. That's, you know, simple advice I can always give about some of these releases. So that's how I've been feeling about SB recently. Again, rumored to be dropping, oh, it went all the way back to the main page. And you guys can see May 4th, 2023, that is going to be the release date for that pair at least. So again, that's really what I can mention about the JARRITOS SB. If it will be a hold, absolutely. I mean, any of these SBs that are dropping this year for the long term are going to be a great play. Like, if you're willing to wait a year, 2, 3, I mean, you're going to be coming up on some serious money. I have no doubt about that, especially in those big sizes. I mean, like, I'm at like a size 13 Flash Streetwear SB in like 3 years is going to be impossible to find. It's going to be very hard to find for at least a lower price. Or, you know, the current prices you see are like under 300, but not going to be anywhere near that in a few years. I can say that at least, because you know, some of these pairs are just a little bit more limited than people realize, especially this one. I have not seen this one in as many locations as I would think. I've seen, like, you know, I would usually see a lot of stores like posting clips of certain SBs, you know, after release. I saw none posting clips of these after. So yeah, I haven't even seen the special box with anybody. So that's all I'm saying. Some of these are like really good bets for long term. But if you guys want more content like this, feel free to check my Instagrams, any of that down below if you guys are interested. And if you want to check my group, again, I've been running this with my friend Drew. Shout out to him. If y'all want to join our waitlist below, feel free. And you can see everything that is offered. We can teach you how to buy. Again, the daily undermarket deals. We got more coming today for Pandas. Flash Streetwear SB giveaway. We're announcing that winner very, very soon. We added a bunch of online money making stuff yesterday, so you guys can just do that at home. Very simple. And you know, we're really trying to improve the group every day. Even stock calls, those are very good. Had a lot of really good reviews on those from people making money that way. And, you know, just really teaching you how to become the best reseller you can. So check us out, and hopefully you guys can see our reviews as well. We can really help you. So that's it. I'm going to end the screen recording. I'm Tristan. Thank you guys. Hopefully I see you on the waitlist down below in the group. I would love to see you guys there and help you all out if you're a reseller. And let me know your thoughts on this SB coming up. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.